lots of people have worked with the compact scheme. Compact scheme, if I use the no flux boundary condition and second order discrimination, the one of the matrices will be looking like this, and the formula for the compact scheme is something like this. So I solved the two-dimensional problem here with RK2 and again by CIAF. Definitely the CPU, we fix the time step to see how effective and efficient this is. And now we go for the advection part. The problem is to address the issue of stiffness, and the advection part for the advection equation, the sharp gradient simultaneously is difficult. So here we introduce some it is for a while. The Strang operator is a while. This is a operating speeding method. What is that? That operating speeding method is basically used primarily in past to break multi-dimensional problem into single-dimensional problem. Now, what we did here, this is the first operation speeding method is, first we solve the reaction diffusion part from Tn to Tn plus half with the initial condition. Whatever the solution here, we realize we solve the advection part from Tn to Tn plus 1 with the initial condition as the whatever we find out as a solution of the first equation. Now whatever the solution we get out of this advection part, we utilize that solution as the initial condition, and again we solve the reaction diffusion part from Tn plus half to Tn plus 1. So from going from Tn to Tn plus 1, you need to do that in 3 different steps. First advection, first reaction diffusion, then advection, then again reaction diffusion. Similarly, you can do the other way around. Like first you can solve the advection, then whatever the solution you use that as the initial condition for the reaction diffusion part, and again whatever the solution you get into this segment, you utilize that as the initial condition for the advection part again. So from Tn to Tn plus 1, you have this 3 steps. Now for the advection part, I already mentioned I use for 1D IIA for the reaction diffusion part and CIA for the two-dimensional reaction diffusion problem. For the advection part, I use Courant Isaacson Rees method. This is a semi-Lagrangian method. What we do, the next step of the solution can be realized for a certain point, which is computed along the characteristic of the equation. Now once you find the point, it is not necessary this point will be one of the standard node point. Now you try to realize between which two consecutive node point you are having that special point. Once you have this, once you realize that what 2 points the point is falling in, so for one-dimensional problem, we just do the linear interpolation of the these 2 points to get this value, or for two-dimensional we do bilinear interpolation to get this value. So this is to solve only the advection part, but we use the CIR method in association of back and forth error compensation and correction method. What is this method? First, from current time to the next time, we solve by CIR. Whatever the solution you get, we solve the same equation with the negative sign with that initial solution to get back to the original time step. So if this is my initial initial condition, and if this is the solution, if this is you had is the solution after I get back to here, and this is the solution. We are here. So we are going forward, backward. If there is no numerical error, this part will be 0 because this and this will be same, right? But there is a numerical error for transitioning from here to here and here to here, and whatever the error that we compute and make the half and then add to the original initial condition to compensate the error. And in that way, the one-dimensional CIR scheme will become two-dimensional. And then with this revised, this will be the, now this is the new initial condition. With this, we'll move with CIR again. So from going Tn to Tn plus 1, you have like 3 processes here. Forward, backward. Now you do the error. Whatever the error we accumulated, we make it half and add to the initial condition and use that initial condition to move forward to the next time step. So we are presenting here the result for two-dimensional with CIIF for reaction and the CIR with back and forth error compensation method. Here you can see definitely the result for this combination is better with explicit scheme of arcade. You can see the C2 second here. So with CIIF with BFECC method, we can use a very large time step. The stiffness problem is little bit eliminated, and this scheme is unconditionally stable and very efficient. I'm almost done. So please. For ongoing work, I have like this is the cascade reaction cascade model. This part is the reaction part, and we incorporate the special case, the diffusion part as well. I solved that model with RK2 method, and this is as you can see, this is the working code, and we have to just I guess start with different initial condition to see whether we have multiple steady state if we add the special case as well. This is on the process. I think we can wrap it up very quick. And ultimately, our goal is to the capture of the whole MAPK cascade. So we did some of the partial part, ignoring some of the component. So ultimately, we want to capture the whole MAPK cascade here. And I'd like to thank Professor Liu. Professor Wang, honestly, after my comprehensive, when I shift my major, I had no idea what is math biology, what is numerical analysis. So Professor Wang introduced me to the theoretical part, strike order, and literally taught me ABC of this field. And then when I was struggling, I had no training in numerical, I was struggling with numerical. He introduced me to Professor Liu, and when I started working with Professor Liu, I didn't know how to efficiently run for loop. So from that point, I think I can handle some numerical by myself right now. So this is a good training in that way, and everything I learned, I owe it to Professor Wang and Professor Liu. I had no idea about this part of the branch of mathematics. And Professor Hong Wang, you offered the course numerical differential equation in a very right time when I was trying to get the knowledge of this field. So definitely your course has lots of influence in my training. And thank you, Professor Sun, for taking your time. Professor Yuns, thank you for your time. Of course, Professor Chen, you take your time to come all the way. Thank you.
Questions?
Well, I have a couple. First, fraction, there's many ways you can handle a fraction.
Yeah.
Why do you choose PFDCC instead of other?
Okay.
We know, the upwinding speed.
Oh, we know their group has already done the combination of Wino with IIF. The group in Irvine, they have already solved that problem with Wino. We tried to solve with another method with the preconditioning on, but it didn't work out very successfully. Later we thought that that scheme is not, that was good, but it was not working good with us. And then we realized this is a very simple scheme and stable scheme and very simple, very easily to implement. So for the ease of the scheme, I think we apply this scheme.
One of the main concern about stability. All other methods have stability issues. Here we just keep all these stability constants. But with the also with the second order, you can try for the PFDCC method, the second order for the vacuum part, also is nearly on conditional stable. For our method also for very difficult part also can use second order, also on conditional stable. So we can just all the stability issues are basically adopted.
But when you say stability, it's just numerical stability.
Yeah, numerical stability. Yeah, yeah. In the window also have kind of a problem. Window also with depend delta Q and delta X, and also with the velocity time delta X. With velocity we are huge, and delta T also is small. Here we don't have that sort of problem. But BFDCC.
So this is only numerical.
Yeah. You make a method. Yeah, you make a method. Yes.
But also, you could go back to another level. Now you can get a second order.
Oh, you mean one more time?
Yes.
Oh, this is already second order.
Yeah, no, but you could, instead of doing this correction, right?
Oh.
Now you are doing correction.
Okay, so from
You can
here,
go to another, you can extrapolate it backward in 2 levels, right?
okay. So you are talking about 3 levels.
You just do one more, one more level with time solution.
Right.
Okay.
Because now you are using Lagrangian approach. So probably will be the same method. And the other question is that in your cascade model, where you have solutions and the different A levels, right? So horizontal axis is your value of A. And now you claim in some regime you have a random solution. Can you be more specific about what are those random?
Because not random, maybe I choose the wrong word. I would rather say that the number of solutions suddenly increase. Like you can see if I get through the slide that there is very close to close solution. All the solution, if I probably you have if I come really quick. So here, it is not very. It's a multiple steady state, but it's not a huge number of. It has some difference of the solutions.
So each dot represents one solution.
Yes, sir.
Now, supposedly this is algebraic system, high-dimensional algebraic system. So you could treat this a horizontal quantity as a variable. Then you can have a bifurcation method.
Yeah, that I was thinking that what is the reason. I was thinking to. I already discussed with Professor that I was thinking to do the bifurcation to see what's going on. Why suddenly you have lots of solution.
And this steady state, right?
Yes.
That I was thinking.
I couldn't read the horizontal scale. What are those scales from 0 to what?
This is 0 to 70. This is 0 to 70.
So this looks to me like you have a wild phase diagram now. Your solution branch is jumping from some finite value to another value.
Yeah,
and
this is more like continuation problem. So doing the bifurcation and will give me more significant idea of what actually going on. This is more continuation problem. So I have planned to make bifurcation level how it works.
Is it a four-dimensional system for this one, or is it projected on the four-dimensional system?
No, it's a 13-dimensional system projected to 4 dimensions.
But then the number on the far right.
Yeah, I'm just
And from the bottom.
this is just a minute. Hold on. Yes. Professor Hughes, let me finish. Professor Wang was asking something, then I'll get back to you. Is that okay? Hello.
My question, your slide titled Preliminary Numerical Test in 2D. That's right.
I can't hear you properly.
Sorry. Slide titled Preliminary Numerical Test in 2D.
He's referring to a slide.
You can move to a certain slide.
He's telling you the title of a certain slide.
What number of slide? Which number?
Is that a Michael view? Who's that?
59. Okay.
To Professor Hill, from computer science. Yeah, I never met him.
59. This is the last slide, right?
Preliminary something. He said.
Maybe yeah, it's 58.
Yes.
Yes.
Ye-
Why does the error increase for the 40 by 40 grid size?
Mm-hmm.
Again, why is the error larger than the grid size of 40 by 30? I expected it to decrease.
Oh.
RK2. In the RK2 would be FECC.
For both of them. Maybe some numerical.
You mean from the 40/40 to 80/80? From the 20/20.
Yeah,
From 2020 to
Yeah.
40.
You call it.
Is it a typo or?
Point.
Maybe you
It may be point.
double check with the CPU time. Double check with the CPU time. Is it the owner or CPU time? I think the CPU time.
Well, there's
Error.
one
The error.
possibility. There's one possibility. This 40 by 40 might be 5 times 10 to the negative 4,
-4. Yeah.
because then
That
that will be
divided by 4, divided by 4.
Factor of
It is
4.
a typo, sir. I think here this part
Oh.
it will be 10 to the power negative 4 instead of 10 to the power negative 3, because every time you increase the step number of grid size, double the error will be 1/4
Yeah.
from the previous. So it will be 5.10 to the power negative 4. One.
Just zero, that's fine.
Yes, you are saying something.
Let him finish.
Yes, sir. You have any other question? Sir, do you have any other question?
No, I do not.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Well, let me talk to him.
Okay, sure.
Hey, Mike, this is Chi Wang.
Yes.
There is a form called a PhD dissertation assessment. I guess you need to fill that out, but I wonder how can I, get this form to you?
Can you email to me a scan? I can then attach my
Yeah, we can do that in the Linux lab.
and email it back to you.
Okay, are you in Columbia?
If he wants an email with a scan, we can run to the Linux lab and
Okay,
scan it.
can you
to the-
scan this in?
Sure.
After this meeting? Okay. All right, Mike, we'll do that.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think you're
Well,
saying.
let's keep going back to that picture where you have many rows on the right near 70. So this is you have a fixed degree,
Yeah.
fixed order for your system.
Yeah.
But why you have so many rows over there? Is the number of rows less than the order of the system? Your order is 14, 15, right?
No, it's a nonlinear system, right? And the order,
Supposed to be polynomial system.
no, this is the, I think this system I was talking about.
Yeah, it's a polynomial system.
Yes.
So your number of rows
yeah.
is all polynomial. You don't have any log or exponential. So the number is supposed to be
Restricted.
less than the degree. Do you have an estimate about roughly what's the degree of the polynomial if you
Four-dimensional polynomial. Four-dimensional has a variable A0, A1, B0, B1, and all of these targeted. You cannot solve with only one variable for one. It's coupled.
yes, coupled, but it's a polynomial.
Yeah, it's coupled. Yeah.
So polynomial basically you have surfaces, and then you're looking at the intersection of all these surfaces. So I'm looking at I'm thinking about the number of intersections.
Yeah, that's also, when I saw this result, I was surprised. So that's why I asked him to double check with all the solutions. You just have those solutions, you just put back to the original system to see really the statistics. So you can always, confirm from the original system.
But my question will be like, since you only check this numerically, but
numeric error.
I'm not worrying about the error. The problem is that you only check a finite number of possibility, right? Because in reality,
He just wrote a program to, just to check all the solutions he had to the original system. And every solution he had now is equivalent for the original system.
Maybe thinking you may have into many of those.
So,
Oh, that's only part of it. Maybe. Yeah. This is just we can perform. At least we have the more. Yeah, this many
But
solutions.
I run the simulation more than the range I am showing here. But because the pattern, say for example, I realized that this kind of pattern happening in regular intervals. So I thought like it's unnecessary to show how far I can go. As I go on and on, it will show the phenomena keep on repeating. So I erased that range where I thought like I have a decent looking figure to give you the idea
Maybe this is not all the solutions. It's just, but at least we confirm these are really solutions. This is the
Because
final-
we have to see that once as I mentioned earlier, that I only map the 13 variable 13 equation to 4. Then I'm solving the 4 equation 4 unknown. Now to know the all variable, I have to map it back to the original system, right? So for that, I use this linear system. So once and moreover, once I solve this, I verified whether all the other variable concentration are positive or not. If it is not positive, then it doesn't make sense in the physical problem, right? So we throw that solution. We only capture the solution when the four dimensional system map back to 13. Still, all the variables are positive.
And also, there are also the solution. You just put this to the system on the right hand side.
Mhm.
This is really the equivalent solution.
Yes.
Yeah, this will be confirmed from the.
Can I have another question? Your system, the convection division reaction system, the original system is written had a nonlinear advection term. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is the very generic method. I solve all the linear and nonlinear as well.
But the method can be used.
Yeah.
The characteristic method only works for a linear system.
No, it can be for the nonlinear.
For nonlinear, you can't use a Riemann solver. Come on.
No,
The characteristic in
you're right. Interaction. Yeah, the
So
interaction.
that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the yeah. You have interaction in the solve the Riemann
that
problem.
will-
We only present here the one dimension.
No, no, yeah, even if
One dimension,
the
one
one-dimensional characteristic is
Right.
still intact.
Even you need to first to guarantee that here they just no characteristic within the cross, and then also the
If you have nonlinear flux.
no problem can be.
His advection is
Linear.
totally a ad hoc because he does not have any other cell movement. So advection here is totally unimportant. Only thing important is reaction and diffusion.
Diffusion.
Right?
That's the
You
dominant.
could count out a linear advection, you could count out nonlinear
So that's
advection.
what- yeah.
If there's no coupling with the cell membrane motion,
Yeah.
that's
The reason that the model he present there had a nonlinear advection. The numeric scheme he used, the numeric test he used.
no. He
is for
put a
linear
V.
problem.
V
V greater than f of u. F of u is
But his
nonlinear.
V could be zero, could be constant.
Okay,
But
f
could
of
be a
u,
given function.
f of u is still be a nonlinear function of u. That
Maybe
will
it should be
control.
not a general like an F. It should be some have for the gradient F. It should
Yeah,
be
that's part of it.
more simply maybe put just gradient U.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not last one.
Yeah.
And another problem is you're talking about the difficulty of stiffness of reaction terms. For the two examples you gave in 1D and 2D, your reaction is not stiff.